Good evening. We're going to also talk about a homicide investigation. Detectives have their hands full tonight. They're working the shooting deaths of two men. They happened only hours apart in two separate areas of Cincinnati. Local 12's Brad Underwood joins us now live with what community activists are saying about the violence. Brad.
Well, Curtis, it certainly has been a busy 22 hours for detectives with the Cincinnati Police Department here in District 5. As you mentioned, those two separate shootings, a total of 4 people shot, 2 of them fatally. And now these 2 homicide investigations are underway here in District 5. And police have identified the shooting victims in these events as 30-year-old Cameron Starr, he's on the left, and 33-year-old Jeffrey Terry on the right. Now, police say Starr was shot near the intersection of Marlowe and Hamilton in College Hill Friday night. He was pronounced dead at the University of Cincinnati Medical Center. Just a few hours later, Terry was one of 3 shot when police arrived on Bahama Terrace. The 3 victims that they found all were taken to UC Medical Center. Terry was pronounced dead. The other 2 victims are expected to survive, according to the Cincinnati Police Department. Now, out on the streets once again this afternoon, members of Cincinnati Works out talking to residents, business owners, trying to get ahead of some of this violence, talk to people, and end this gun violence in Cincinnati.
We got to get ahead of it. That's what we're trying to do now, is get ahead of it. Once we step out there, we do make a difference when we is in the neighborhood. So we might curve a little bit, but we're getting there. We're getting there.
A lot of people don't even have to address this, but Cincinnati Works said, look, we have to try to do our part. We'll try to offer some of these guys work. And maybe they'll put the gun down and think before you use that gun. You know, try to save a life or save your own life.
Cincinnati police say they did recover a gun at the scene there in North College Hill at Marlowe and Hamilton. They have released very little about a suspect in that case, only that witnesses told them 2 men were seen leaving the scene of that shooting, running away. One of them had shoulder-length dreads. Now, in that second shooting in Mount Airy on Bahama Terrace, at this time, a description of a suspect or suspects have not been released by police tonight. Reporting live outside District 5 headquarters in Clifton, Brad Underwood, Local 12 News. Curtis?
Brad, I got the sense of a greater sense of urgency from the guys that you were talking to. Is that accurate?
It is, and you know, I've known Mitch and Arthur for several years, and we talk to them all the time when we go out and try to talk to people, business owners on the streets. They were going to be out there this weekend anyway, and it just so happened that there were these 2 shootings and 4 people shot. You know, you talk to people, they're tired of it, they don't know how to respond to it sometimes. They're not out here after the fact. They want to stop these things before they happen. It's just hard to do sometimes when you talk to people and the level of frustration starting to boil over.
All right, Brad, thank you very much. If you know anything that can help police in their investigation, call Crime Stoppers at 352-3040.